And welcome back, and this might be a really good time to go over all the fine print on your insurance policies. Here's Turton Back Time. If I could turn back time. Riveting, the fine print.
I'm going to find the number that keeps you in pancake jail longer.
Are you?
I'm going to do that. All right. Okay, here we go. Forward into the past.
Here we go.
In the year 303. Ooh. That is the first official Roman edict for the persecution of Christians published by Roman Emperor Diocletian. It prohibited Christians from assembling for worship, ordered the destruction of their scriptures, liturgical books, and places of worship across the empire. Christian senators, veterans, and soldiers were deprived of their ranks, and Christian imperial freedmen were re-enslaved. Happened in 303. And a happy birthday to Clement VIII in 1536 is when he was born. He was the 231st Pope. He declared, "This Satan's drink is so delicious that it would be a pity to let the infidels have exclusive use of it." And yep, he's responsible for the popularity of coffee among Catholics.
Bless his heart.
Right. Up until then, it was considered to be the bitter invention of Satan due to its use among Muslims. So,
really?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
All right, February 25th, 1970, the song Rubber Ducky is debuted by Ernie, who was voiced by Jim Henson, on a TV show Sesame Street. If you didn't think that was a big deal, it actually reached number 16 on the charts. Rubber Ducky.
Who knew?
Happy birthday to Richard Milton Hollingshead Jr., born in 1900, American inventor of the drive-in theater. The 1933 creation featured ramped parking, held 400 cars, had a 40 by 50 foot screen, and advertised with the slogan, "The whole family is welcome, regardless of how noisy the children are." The cost was 25 cents per car plus 25 cents per person. February 26, 1917, the first jazz record. The original Dixieland Jazz Band records Livery Stable Blues. It sold 1 million copies. Now on the label, on the record, it spells jazz, J-A-S-S. Yep, that's right. Happy birthday to, there he is, the man in black, Johnny Cash. 1932, his birth year. Member of both the American Country Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. February 27th, 1792, the British House of Commons resolves against the further prosecution of offensive war on the continent of North America, marking the end of the Revolutionary War. It would officially end the following year with the signing of the Treaty of Paris. A happy birthday to Marian Anderson, born in 1897, American opera singer who was the first black artist to entertain at the White House in 1939 and the first black to perform at the New York Metropolitan Opera House in 1954. February 28th, 1978. This is kind of cool. Clifford Ray, basketball player with the Golden State Warriors, also played with the Bulls earlier in his career, assists in an operation at Marine World in California by using his long arms to retrieve a large screw swallowed by a dolphin.
You're kidding me.
His arms are like 3 feet long. The surgeon wasn't able to do this, but they basically greased up his arm and he stuck it down and got it out of the dolphin's stomach. He found it, and the dolphin recovered. Yeah.
He's a surgeon in his spare time.
Now, I remember reading about this guy when I was a kid, Charles Blondin, born in 1824, French acrobat and aerialist. He was the first person to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope in 1859 as a crowd of over 100,000 watched. He also crossed it other times, blindfolded, pushing a wheelbarrow, and that is a reporter right there, carrying a man on his back and on stilts. Yeah, not
across
one of the
Niagara
Wallendas,
Falls?
across Niagara Falls.
With a wheelbarrow and a dude on his back.
Well, you know, one at a time, not all at one time.
But still.
Yeah, wheelbarrow, guy on his back, stilts, on stilts. Yeah. Finally this.
I don't get it.
this is no question. This is just some strange wordplay. You know what an anagram is. Okay, so you take all the letters of a word or words and you form other words.
Yeah.
Here are a few. Schoolmaster can be arranged to form the classroom.
Oh.
Western Union can be rearranged to form no wire unsent. Clint Eastwood becomes Old West Action.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And astronomers works out to be moon starer. How about that?
Moon starer.
Moon starer. Yep. That wraps it up for this edition of Trtan
Pretty
at
good.
Time.
If I could turn